chambers may be empty, but the UK's historic parliament is still casting a shadow over Boris Johnson's plans to take Britain out of the European Union. As Johnson rubbed shoulders with world leaders in New York, here at home, the country's highest court ruling the Prime Minister's suspension of Parliament was illegal.
That the decision to advise Her Majesty to prorogue Parliament was unlawful because it had the effect of frustrating or preventing the ability of Parliament to carry out its constitutional functions without reasonable justification.
The decision was reached unanimously by the Supreme Court's 11 judges. That's the maximum number that could hear a case like this. The Prime Minister suspended Parliament on the 10th of September, with lawmakers only set to return to work 5 weeks later. Calling that move null and void, this latest ruling will allow politicians to return almost immediately.
I have instructed the House authorities to prepare not for the recall, the prorogation was unlawful and is void, to prepare for the resumption of the business of the House of Commons. Specifically, I've instructed the House authorities to undertake such steps as are necessary to ensure that the House of Commons sits tomorrow.
The decision by the Supreme Court here in London is likely to add pressure on the Prime Minister, who's already criticised Parliament for weakening his negotiating position with European leaders as he races against the clock to try and secure a Brexit deal. Political tensions already running very high in Westminster, and this ruling is likely to increase the divisions here. More immediately, though, it could mean Mr Johnson has to cut short a trip to New York to deal with yet another crisis at home. The Prime Minister said he disagreed with the ruling, but that his government will respect the judicial process. Opposition lawmakers are already calling for him to resign. There's little indication from his camp that he's willing to do so. But today's historic ruling is likely to serve as a reminder to the British leader that in UK politics it's Parliament that's sovereign and that these houses still have great power. Naweed Jabakil, CGTN, London.